We're back, boys. What's up?
Yo.
Hello.
Man, the excitement level is varying dramatically between people today.
Busy looking
I feel like
something
once
up.
again it's you up here and then us kind of here.
We're like
Gotta level it
normal
out.
Tis is every Starfinder session we have. It checks out. Yeah. I like that, though. That's where I want to be. I want to be super excited about sci-fi, and then you guys be like, yeah, Starfinder's cool. It's not Pathfinder 2E, but I mean, it's cool.
What was it you said, Jake? It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Exactly. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Discord and Signal, a multi-arc Starfinder adventure following the crew of the Indefatigable as they travel through the drift in search of, or merely stumbling upon by accident, a myriad of adventures. Today is episode 50. 50, boys. It's a lot of episodes. Excited.
Big episode.
Today's episode 50, The Lead. I'm Aaron, the GM, with the sole responsibility of killing the characters, including Co, played by Alex.
Indeed.
Luna, played by Abe.
Oh, boo.
Twick, played by Caleb.
Hello, it's me.
And Lisk, played by Jake.
Hey, yo, what up?
Last time.
Scary.
Last time on the Discord and Signal, the crew decided to head to Absalom Station to drop off their unwanted passenger and meet with some of the resort building operations teams. After 3 different businesses and a pair of cops didn't provide the answers they were looking for, the crew realized they weren't being heard and instead were escorted to the Bastion, the headquarters of the stewards, to get some answers. There, they witnessed an interview with an aggressive Zolan Ulivestra and learned details about the redacted reports and the events that surrounded the mysterious signal occurrence nearly 60 years ago. To their surprise, Major DePadre Vasco didn't know about the events on New Elysium, but pledged to send a medical frigate immediately along with 2 escorts from Overwatch to evaluate the situation and search for survivors. She then asked the team to follow up on their lead and visit Eclipse Innovations headquarters on Verces. The crew boarded their ship and during their first night of sleep experienced some kind of joint nightmare with a strange doctor and an even stranger procedure. Lisk voiced his unhappiness with both Eclipse Innovations and the police that picked him up for not believing even the video that he had.
I mean, just surrounded by incompetence.
Surrounded. Luna scratched the cheek of a scared receptionist. Boo. And of course, Twick and Co. discussed the tactics of their shipmates.
Did we?
Yes, you did, actually multiple times. You stepped back at one point and you leaned over to Twick and you were like, you see what Luna's doing? She's got this. You see what she's doing though? It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. You guys had all just woken up from your very strange dream. You are on the Indefatigable. Should we kind of recap where we're at, what we're doing, where we're headed?
That's probably good.
Yeah? Like, what is you guys' idea of what's going on right now? Where are your characters' heads at? What's your plan?
You have a plan?
That's not really how we do things here, Aaron.
Cool.
I think
Cool.
Luna. Well, I don't want to speak for Lisk, but I think Luna wants answers for what just happened to her on the resort island. And I feel like Lisk is maybe the same way.
Yeah. I mean, Lisk really wants to find Janet and just really give her a piece of his mind. I have some choice complaints.
How about Twick and Co?
I think Twick's pretty interested in what's going on with the crewmates and himself as well, and interested in tracking down whatever's causing it, since it seemed to start happening at the resort. Maybe
Okay.
the signal has something to do with it.
So you're interested in what's happening to your crewmates, how they're changing, evolving, adapting. Okay, got it. Co?
Co could be seen as a little the opposite, I guess. Doesn't really care what's happening with the other crewmates. Kind of
Rude.
mostly indifferent to what's happening to him as well.
Cool.
Twick's
you
not
know,
good
what's going
anymore
on with
either. I
everybody.
just remembered.
Oh yeah, indeed. Twick is now true neutral.
Yes, importantly, yes, you are a true neutral.
What about the team doctor, though?
Quip is still lawful good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
But he has recently started collecting teeth.
Well, that's
Makes sense.
in
I'm
good
No,
behavior.
he is a good character. So
I
there's-
refuse.
How else? How else do you exemplify that?
Oh, these are just the teeth that you guys have lost and you've put under your pillow at night for the tooth fairy.
Oh,
And he's
a
like,
little tooth fairy.
yeah, and he's like depositing like maybe like a small vial of like health. He's like, here you go. Here's a Mark 1 serum of healing. Yeah. Okay, so that's where you guys are at. We are 1 day into our 8-day trip. Is there anything you want to do along your trip, or do you just want to roll 8 times and get there?
Can we have bought things?
Yes, you can
Before
have
we
bought
left?
things. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, if
You
you'd like to
said-
just go and do kind of like a quick buying session here, I'm fine with that as well. If you want to go through some.
You also said
Marketplace
Verces is a
stuff.
really big city, right? So we can buy stuff there as well.
It is a huge city. You can buy stuff there. Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to do that right now.
Okay.
I'm sure
yeah,
we're gonna get
let's-
involved in adventures soon, though. I don't know.
What?
I think this is. I think this whole book is just bureaucracy. We're gonna go and we're gonna talk to them. We're gonna fill out some paperwork. I think it'll be nice. It's my guess.
That's right. I think that's right. That's what I'm planning on doing, anyways.
I just don't
How
know
many-
what to pick up.
How many
this thing.
sessions straight of talking did we do in the last book?
It's like 7. It's pretty insane.
I don't know. Well, we just
That's
came
nuts.
back last session finally after a huge break, and then just talked that whole episode too.
That's true.
True.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything other than
We leveled up and got-
interacting.
I got like crazy new combat stuff. Didn't use any.
We could have killed Paul Blart.
True.
It's definitely an option.
Hmm.
They tried my patience for much longer. There would have been blood. I'll tell you that right now.
Martino.
Yeah, no,
Martino.
he was.
I couldn't
he was
remember.
not gonna
Martin,
make it.
Marty. Yeah, I lose
There's
track.
a lot of him and his cousins. They're just
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere.
They're all
There's
over the
Marvin
universe.
in there too.
yeah, Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you guys would like to shop at Cuvacara, you can do that. That's where you're headed. That's where the Eclipse Innovations headquarters is. Or we can retroactively shop right now. It doesn't matter. I don't mind going through it if you guys want to talk through some things. You tell me what you want to do.
Is there any sort of system for like moving from a level 1 to a level 2 of a item?
Like leveling up an item? No, you just have to buy the new
You
version.
just
buy
have to
it.
buy the new version, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you sell the old version for
10%.
10%. That's so terrible.
It's
Mhm.
awful.
It's brutal,
It's-
man.
It's really
Imagine-
a problem for weapons if you don't get any weapons that are of your type.
I'm telling you, pick a class that's gonna be in the AP. It makes
Man, I
things
think-
so easy.
Think about the economic implications of this type of economy where when you buy an item, it's full price, but when you sell it, it's at 10% of its value. There is no resale market at all whatsoever, and they must just be hucking things into space just to get them out of the station.
Makes
But-
sense.
Trash is just gonna pile up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's space. Just throw it at a star. It'll be fine.
True. Shopping, no shopping, flying, no flying. Heading straight there, what do you want to do?
I have literally no idea what I would buy. So I
I
have
also
nothing
don't
to
really
buy.
know.
Yeah, so I say let's just go,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
we go.
will figure it out.
Deal with the
later.
consequences?
Yeah, I don't need. We don't need gear. Maybe like a nice pen to fill out the forms.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'd probably get. The only thing I really want is new armor, but it's so expensive.
can you afford
Well,
it?
Incredibly expensive.
what if you took? Do we have enough? Like, if you took all of it,
Oh, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, but that's crazy.
you're our tank and our DPS.
I have
Just give better armor.
I have Vesk over plate 1 right now, which is what plus 9 plus
Terrible.
11.
So bad.
It's pretty.
That
Mhm.
sounds really good.
I have literally no idea.
Well, I
Well.
do want 3,000 credits worth of spell gems. That's the only thing I do want.
How much do we have? 27,000.
Just a few credits.
So you could get. Man, I can't read this thing. What am I looking at? Why? Oh, I'm looking at armor upgrades. Okay, I should stop
Vesco
looking at
overplate.
this. I don't know how to read.
Vesco overplate 2 is 10,250. That's plus 13, plus 15.
Does sound better. I mean, I say
That's fine.
get it. I say just get your armor. I think more armor on you is better than more armor on literally all of us.
I don't know if that's the best efficiency.
Well, I got another
That's close.
suggestion. If I can have 18,000 credits,
Oh.
So much.
I could buy a better weapon.
Oh,
Goodness.
finally have a better weapon, huh?
Yeah. Finally do more than a d6 of damage.
What does it go all the way up to 2d6?
It goes to 4d6.
Wow.
It's actually
Very
way
good.
better.
It is a lot better.
But it's also very expensive.
Yeah, it is an insane amount of money. I mean, I guess my good pistol is like a D10, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the issue is, of course, I add like 10 bazillion extra die to
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's a D10.
How much do we have? 28,000?
I think it was 27?
20
27,814. So, yeah,
So
28, practically. We'll get there and we'll rob someone and it'll be 28. How's that?
Yeah. It's almost guaranteed that I'm gonna pick an enemy that matches your class perfectly and send it after you, and then you kill it and you take all its gear. So
All I'm saying
do that
is
too.
2 campaigns in a row. That's how I've built my character.
Do you guys
I
have
don't
any?
know.
Do you guys have any credits left on your person?
I have about 1,500.
So I have 1949.
I have 1513.
Oh, we might be able to do it then.
I've got 832. I don't know if this is reliable though. I don't trust it.
Probably accurate if you haven't spent it.
Let's go with yes.
What would you
we'll go
spend
with
800
accurate.
on? I mean,
I guess. I don't know.
how much did you want, Abe? 3,000?
Yeah. But I guess I have 1500, so I could just take 15 out of the 1500 out of the pot.
I think we can get your weapon in my armor and his 3,000 spell
Wow.
gems.
I mean, if you guys are good with that, that's me taking a lot of money.
But you're quadrupling your damage theoretically.
Essentially.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Can I ask what weapon are you getting? What is it?
I have a needler rifle, and it's an elite needler rifle.
Wow, incredible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the injection weapons do not scale up.
Bro, tell me, I'm literally
They
looking
basically
through
don't scale.
the one-handed weapons. Garbage.
Yeah.
Like, so bad. Here's a 46 piercing weapon, only 44,000 credits.
Holy
I mean-
Incredible. So good.
The
Mine's
thing
at least
is,
a rifle.
Starfinder, it's really lacking in the shopping experience, the item experience. That's why you have to rely on Starship Combat, because it really like brings
To liven
everything
it
back
up.
to
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Get out.
fills in the gaps.
All right, yours is 18,000. Abe's gonna take 1,500 plus his 1,500 plus. What does that leave?
If I start spouting random numbers, this is going to mess you up. 600, 700, 2,500.
Leaves like 8,500 ish. I have like what did I say?
1949.
1,900.
Can you get any good armor with that?
That's 8,500 plus. That's 10,400. We would be able to do it.
Nice.
Let's go. Easy peasy.
Easy.
Okay,
Sure, that's good with you, boys?
I took 1,427.
1,427, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we can do the actual legit
Exactly
math instead of
7 more than he needs you to take.
Where's the sheet at? 27,814.5.
0.5.
0.5 minus.
Round down.
How much did you take, Abe?
1,427.
All right. It's 26,387.5. And then, how much do you need, Caleb, for your gun?
18,000.
Woof!
Excluding your
Woof!
personal
I have
credits?
1,500, yeah. I'm not counting the 1,500.
All right. So let's count the 1,500.
16,500.
All right. 9887.5 plus
Classic rock.
Round it down.
9249. Round it down. 11,863 actually is what we have for the armor at that point.
Nice.
This is a good episode. You ever get that feeling that we're like
So-
crushing it?
I could actually get slightly. I could get abyssal plate,
Ooh.
Oh.
which is plus 14 plus 16.
Dang, dude, that's insane.
It's kind of nuts.
14, 16.
What are you going from to?
Plus 9 plus 11.
To a plus 14 plus 16. Are you ever going to be hittable?
I thought that when I got my
Preferably
best
not.
overplate, and I've almost died several times. So
Yeah. That's the other thing about Starfinder. The NPCs, their attack modifiers are like plus 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
It's pretty much automatic on me.
I mean, they're not all
um,
like that. It's just like some of the more deadly enemies are.
Pathfinder First Edition, since you had iterative attacks, your main attack was almost guaranteed to hit
True.
both ways. And I feel like this is kind of similar. Plus, you don't want a boss who can't hit.
Right.
With players.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Okay.
real
What?
quick,
What?
how much did you have, Jake?
Oh my
I
gosh.
have 832.
So I had to grab if I grab 200 of yours,
You're robbing me right now. That's what's happening.
I get hard plate advanced.
Is that
Which is-
even better?
15, 16.
Oh.
All right,
What will
but
your calculated EACKAC be at that point? Just so I mean, just asking for a friend. I'm not gonna write that number down or anything. It's just-
What would it be? 28. 29?
okay.
28, 29?
Jeez.
Cool.
Cool. 2022.
I mean, he is the only frontliner. So
Yeah.
if he's getting just pummeled, you guys are in trouble.
Is that okay then? We do that?
Yeah,
Go for it.
What's the
Okay.
item level?
And thank you guys.
It is item level 9.
Okay, yeah, you can buy it.
Can we get
Let's
item
go.
level 10? Because that's what my rifle
You
is.
can buy a level 10.
Okay.
It's close,
I think
everyone.
I think you can buy anything that's item level your level plus 1 in a major
Okay.
city, or maybe even plus 2 at my discretion, I guess.
Sure. I don't know how the hell we're gonna afford anything like that, but it's good to know. I mean, I guess if we all band together and bought one thing.
All right, you can actually have 36 credits back. If you want.
You're
Oh my
rich.
god, jackpot! Wow, I could buy a bullet.
Hard plate advanced.
Okay, so you guys are out of money now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. I wanted to touch base on two things before, as we're kind of like traversing, because I'm sure you guys are all thinking about what's been going on in character. First and foremost, the interview with Zolan Ulivestra that you guys saw. Anything interesting pop out to you that it was groundbreaking or new information to you, or things that were maybe different than what you expected?
I think in character, the fact that the signal was not Aslanti is... I mean, it's obviously very significant, but it would have been probably very surprising in character. Out of character, it's like, yeah, it's the Reapers from Mass Effect. I knew it wasn't the Aslantes.
I wish I got that joke.
They're the bad guys.
Okay. Got it.
But right, because I kind of assumed that, like, as our characters would have been like, oh yeah, everything bad that's happened is probably the Atlantis Star Empire. But this one's not, so
Right.
it's like, oh, that's weird.
Right. Okay. Anything else from that meeting, from that interview that stood out, or from your meeting with Major Vasco that you have questions about or wanted to chat about? No worries if not. Okay.
Yeah,
think the only-
when is that guy breaking out of prison to come kill us?
Right.
Can we get like a life alert for him? Like just something that he wears, and then we can like just pull up our phone and be like, oh, still in prison. Okay.
You just drop an air tag in his pocket.
Yes! Oh my god, there it is. That's what we do. We get some AirPods and we just slip them in his pocket.
Yeah.
Definitely won't change clothes ever.
Yeah, never once. Never
He's-
once.
Gonna be Darth Vader. It's stapled to him.
I wish I could make the sound like right when Darth Vader's suit is equipped and it makes that little like high-pitched squeal right before he starts breathing. I did that Foley work years ago, so it'd be hard to, recreate now.
You need a really extensive soundboard.
That would be cool. Yeah. If only I had a system that did a really extensive soundboard on the fly for me, that would be... Foundry does pretty much that. It just takes a lot of effort. Okay, so that's the interview. What about any questions on... You guys are obviously changing. These... You've identified that there's something growing inside of each of you that is changing you.
Yeah, it's called confidence.
Confidence, yes. It's changing some more than others. Obviously, Twick is now true neutral, along with the rest of the crew. Anything that like stands out to you from that perspective, or questions you might have about what is going on?
I mean,
Obviously, it's still happening.
it is
Yeah.
weird that it's still happening.
Very.
Yeah.
And did the doctor look at us like at the real doctor?
Quit.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've made any checks lately.
What about Kip though?
Hip, Quip. What's its actual name?
Kip.
Hip.
Oh, it was
Q-I-I-P.
Kip.
Kip.
There's no you. Got it.
Yeah, no, you. I changed that at some point. Well, before we started, I think, but I gave you the wrong one, probably.
That's okay. That's all right.
He scans all of us every day. Has to, in order for me to deliver serums
yeah.
properly. So, Kip is always scanning us daily. Someone says
What's
no.
on those scans? Is it just confidence?
Is there anything weird on him?
It would show probably that vitals are pretty stable, but there have been some fluctuations maybe in brain activity. That's about it. Nothing that would seem from a medical standpoint out of the ordinary.
So we're getting
So-
smarter.
Yeah, getting smarter.
Okay.
Something
Good.
is affecting you outside of just your, like your physical body. Something is causing changes in you, and you don't like even Kip can't figure out what it is currently. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys are not doing any anything else on the ship, we're gonna start doing some rolls.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Thought we were skipping rolls? No. Okay. I would like to have, as you guys go to sleep for the night, this is your second night on the ship of 8. I would like a... Hey, you guys chose conventional engines over the drift.
Yeah, well, the drift
Yeah,
is scary.
rightly
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Drift is scary, yeah.
I will take a will save from everybody and a fortitude save from Twig.
Blind?
Please, blind.
Good call. Good call. I was
Remind
absolutely about to not.
Is this mind affecting?
It is not.
Okay, good.
We have
Good question.
disadvantage, normal, and advantage now.
Yeah, Caleb had me
Oh,
put that
interesting.
on.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay. And okay. All right. Luna, Lisk, and Co. You don't know quite what it was, but you assume that there's some sort of residual effects from that strange dream you have. But each of you really struggles to sleep.
Man.
And whatever it is inside of you is growing. I will need to know if you are going to spend resolve to avoid continuing this. We'll call it a corruption.
Remind me the cost of this.
I think we had it set as... I think we said 2 resolve points.
I think it was 1 plus number of
Oh, that's what it is. You're right.
manifestations you have.
Oh,
Yes.
that's much worse.
Is it? Does that mean it's 3 now?
Yes. If you fail, you can instead spend a number of resolve points equal to 1 plus the number of manifestations you have in order to succeed.
No, guys, it's 4 for me. Goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
I have to do this
I'll-
7 more times?
I will spend
Oh, yeah.
the 3.
I'm
first.
spending my 3.
You're spending your 3. Okay.
Coda's basically unhittable now, so I don't need the resolve points.
Is this an odd or an even for me? Do I get to know?
Yes. If you remember, you just
I
picked
just
up.
got one. Okay,
Yes.
so I'll hold on to my resolve then.
Okay, you're gonna hold on to your resolve, so you are moving up the ladder. All right.
Boy.
I am shooting you a question about mine because I don't know how it works exactly.
You said it's not mind affecting this thing?
Separate. Specifically.
Okay, alright.
That is an answer for Twick. What was
Thank
your
you, thank
question?
You said it's not mind affecting, right?
It is not mind affecting.
I hate that. I hate that for all of us. It's fine.
Let me remind you of 2 things specifically. You can always refuse, so if you continue down this pathway and you end up getting a manifestation, you can refuse a gift and instead accept the stain only to gain a bonus to your saving throw to prevent whatever this is from getting more and more difficult to deal with.
Is that a permanent bonus?
It is a permanent bonus. So keep that in
Get the
mind.
stain though.
You do still get the stain.
Which is the bad part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is the first night. Let's have those rolls again, shall we? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. You say so. Let's see here. Who is? Okay. Twick and Lisk and Co. None of you slept soundly on your third night on the ship.
I like
all
how we
of
do
you-
the American Idol thing where you say names but not what the outcome
you're
is.
like,
Yeah, none of you slept soundly. All of you were kind of you didn't jointly dream or have some sort of weird nightmare, but you all independently had nightmares about situations maybe from your past that you haven't thought about in a while, but all of a sudden it's brought back up. It's like that one instance where you were embarrassed or frustrated or annoyed, and it's brought back up. So now it's just itching at the back of your mind. I'm
We
gonna
don't
need
have
to
this
know.
every night. Weird.
I'm gonna need to know if you want to spend resolve.
I'll spend more resolve.
I will not.
It's-
Just give it to me. My goal at this point is just to get Lisk to die by the time we get there, I guess. I don't think I'm going to
spending-
succeed a roll yet.
Resolve.
You are spending resolve?
Yeah, was it my will save?
No, your fortitude.
Does Twick makes both?
He makes 2 saves.
If we
Nice.
succeed at one of these, we get our resolve back, yeah? That's how this works.
If you succeed one, you get resolve back, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you do have, 6 more nights? No, 5 more nights?
You just have to not fail 3 in a row, or however much resolve you have to compensate for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you only get 1 resolve back on a rest, or do you get all of it?
You
get
get
all of
you get all of the resolve back you would normally get minus the number of resolve you've currently spent to resist this thing from continuing. So,
What does that mean?
So, for instance, for Ko, because he would spend 3 resolve each time he doesn't want this to continue, he's now up to having spent 6 total resolve. What's your resolve pool?
9.
9. So that means when you rest, you would just go back to 3 until you succeed, at which point you go back to a total of 9.
Okay. I understand.
Yes. So, are you spending resolve or not, I guess is the question.
Nah, fuck me up. Let's go.
Okay. If you say so. All right. I'm going to send you something.
Your prize.
Man, I hope
Yeah.
you've got the next, like... How many more days we got? 6? I hope you got the next 6 lined up for me.
You only get one every other. Right?
You don't know my powers. I'm gonna double fail. I'm gonna go to sleep, wake up, go back to sleep.
I sleep twice a day.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a few things at a time. First, what this is, how it sort of comes out in you.
Can you
It presents itself.
take 3 back-to-back 8-hour rests in a 24-hour period?
You can take a 24-hour rest. It counts as 2 rests.
And that's not enough. You got you gotta technically wake up and then go back to sleep immediately for another 8 hours.
Okay. And boom.
Can you
Okay.
just 24-hour rest back to back? Like, can your character just to sleep forever if you make him?
I think so.
I mean,
I think you're technically only allowed to sleep like a night once per day. But you could do long-term rest, which is like 24 hours a day.
So you're just like chilling. You're not actually like asleep the whole time.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
this is a fun one. I like this one.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get the whole set. I'm very
Gotta
excited.
catch them all.
Yeah.
Let me check one thing real quick. Just to make sure that I have this correct. But I will tell you, when you wake up the next day, I think you wake up to some wounds on your body where you have throughout the night stabbed yourself with your combat knives that you use under your pillow, or you keep under your pillow.
That makes sense.
The pain is not a bad thing to you. In fact, you embrace it. So much so that it may even, it feels like it's drawing you further that direction. In so much that you almost feel like at some point it's going to be inescapable for you to avoid hurting yourself. Because it is such a euphoric state that you find yourself in.
Okay, all right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No. Well,
I'm trying to describe that without
I understand the
describing
words
it.
that you're saying. Yes.
Okay. If you say so. Also, when you wake up, another thing you kind of experience, and I think, let's see, who else is kind of in this stage? Yeah, I think Luna would probably have been experiencing this for the last couple of days as well, is emotional attachments you felt you've had with the crew members you've been with are starting to fizzle, if not completely disappear in some cases. It depends on how close of a relationship you've had with them, but you know, the close relationship you had, maybe it's not completely gone, but there's something still there. But some relationships you've had just become irrelevant to what you want to achieve. And all of these changes you believe are, and you've kind of already mentioned this, you believe that they are personal improvements. And both of you have decided that the best course of action is to explain the benefits of these improvements to others. Especially those that you feel like are in the same boat as you, that are following the same pathway as you. You focus on encouraging them to accept these empowering gifts that you yourself have been accepting.
The dialogue in the resort is starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
mean,
those people's will saves sucked.
It worked
Yeah.
out for them. They seemed happy.
Right?
All right. Do you guys do anything during the day, or are we just going straight to night? We're just going straight through, I'm assuming. Okay, next roll. This is the fourth night of your trip. Okay. Luna. All right. And where's Lisk? Oh, there you go.
Probably a 2 again.
Twick, how much resolve are you spending?
3. I just spent 3.
Okay, you spent 3 before. Twick and Luna. Oh, sorry, Luna and Lisk.
Let's go! We're back in it, boys!
You guys sleep soundly.
Oh my gosh.
Rude.
But Twick and Co,
Gosh.
you guys
rude.
struggle to sleep. Co, you are, again, your mind just floats to nothingness. You feel like the idea, the concept of just pure blankness, nothingness, no experience whatsoever, is the most enthralling thing you could possibly imagine. And Twick, for you, I think maybe you were probably tinkering with some of your augmentations the day before, and you're starting to feel like they're really becoming a part of you, and you're embracing that encounter with what they are, and really starting to hope for the next one, and hope that it's just going to improve upon the model that you've now created. Are either of you spending resolve?
No.
Yeah.
My boys.
Neither of you are spending resolve.
I am.
Okay, you are spending resolve. Are you sure you're not spending resolve? Go.
I'll be out if I don't.
Don't
I
do
like
it.
that.
You're just flying on a trip, man.
Yeah, what could happen?
Here's the thing:
It's
you just do
fine.
one more, and then you can roll, and you'll probably get it. I mean, you failed 3 times in a row.
Spend all the resolve you got, man.
See, you're gonna feel real dumb when you take the stain and then you succeed the rest of the trip.
Fine. I will spend my resolve.
All right, so you have 0 resolve. Got it. Twink
Oh my
currently spent
goodness.
6 resolve.
If we get boarded and I die
Yeah,
right now.
Okay, you're unhittable right now with that 10,000 credit.
That
armor.
is true. Okay, it is the 5th night. Rolls, please. Man, guys, these rolls.
This is the worst we've done so far. Like the number of people that have failed over and over.
I think
Pretty bad.
he's just raising the DC
Maybe.
of it.
Yeah, might be.
He's not
Over
even
and
looking
over.
at the rolls.
He's not
I
even
bet.
looking at
Yeah.
it. They're just blind rolls.
It's just
He was doing it
picking
once.
names.
Okay. Wow, that was a good roll. Okay.
Thank you.
you. Yep, totally you I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Luna. You don't sleep well. We'll just cut to the chase. You don't sleep well. You're busy thinking about your music career and how it went off the rails at one point. Took a turn you couldn't really recover from, maybe in some way. Do you want to spend resolve?
I'm full, so yeah.
Okay. And how many resolve is that for you?
That's 4.
Or resolve. Okay, got it. Co!
Yes.
You sleep soundly.
Nice.
Told you could do it. Twick and Lisk, you also sleep soundly. We are on
Let's go.
to the 6th day in travel. Conventional engines, because we chose not to go in the drift. Give me those
And
rolls.
how many total? Are we 8 total?
8
days?
total. So you have this
Okay.
one and then 2 more days.
See, we're basically done.
Yeah. Just maybe don't end with
Pretty
low
much there.
resolve on the day we land.
Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Okay. Got it. Let me make sure I get these numbers right. Yep. Luna and Co. Both of you sleep. You toss and turn throughout the night for the first 30 minutes, and then actually you're able to sleep pretty good sleep.
All right.
Twick and Lisk, both of you are, maybe it's just in your Yosoki nature, but you're up all night, maybe like just eating some stewed cheese, and it just really
cheese.
Yeah,
I
it
do
just really
love
gets
stew
to you.
cheese.
Yeah, it just really gets to you, and then you're also drawn to some dark thoughts. Both of you think back to the shared memory that you had with the doctor, and how she was asking you to perform the procedure. Twick, yours is more like, the idea of the procedure not really adding anything of benefit, and Lisk, yours is more so the feeling that you had when you jammed that scalpel into one of those electrode connection points. Are you guys going to spend resolve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will as well.
Okay, and it's
Also-
3 resolve for you?
Is it 3 or is it 4? I feel like I may be missing one
Hold
in my
on, let me look.
sheet.
It's 4. It's 4 for you. Sorry.
Can you
It is-
send
There-
me... Not the one
or-
you just sent me, but the one I think from last time. I think I don't have it written down, actually. I think
The
I'm just
one
missing
from
it on my
last
sheet.
time was a free one.
You do technically
which
have a
doesn't count.
free one. Yes.
Right, but I think I feel like I'm
Against
still
the
missing
totals.
one. There's an
Okay.
effect on my sheet, or on my in-game sheet, on my character sheet, that's not accounted for in my list of fucked up shit that has happened to me. And I feel like I just missed one. We can resolve it later. It's probably not a big deal. I'll take away 4, because I think 4 is the right number.
I believe it is the right number. I'm going to send you this, and you can tell me if you have these written down.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so is it just those ones?
+1. Remember, it's always 1 plus the number of manifestations you
I
have.
understand. Okay, that's why my number's messed up. Then I don't know why I have this written down. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, cool. So I'm good then. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Just making sure I have everybody right here. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. So you both spent resolve, no problem. However, in the middle of the night, and let me make a roll just to make sure.
Well,
That is, I don't know why that's so many d20s. It was supposed to roll 1. There we go. Let's try that again. Okay. In the middle of the night, you guys are all sleeping, and you feel the ship buckle. Boom, boom, just kind of ever so slightly moves. This is probably like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Boom, boom. It does it again. Boom, boom. One more time. Nothing's really gone off on alarms, but then you do hear just like an indicator that one of the airlock doors is being activated. Let me take us to the ship first. I should probably actually have you guys on the bottom floor of this. You want to just move your characters to the very bottom? To your bunk areas where you would be?
Yep, I know how to navigate this ship. Not a problem. Absolutely. Okay, I did remember how to do it. It's okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
Which one's my bunk?
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys have never really decided.
pick
Are
one.
these the...
Yeah, I don't know. Are these
Also,
bunks or are
that's-
these
That,
airlocks?
nothing. Doesn't go anywhere.
We
That
know
door
our ship.
literally leads to an empty wall.
Honestly, I kind of. Well,
Oh,
I
that
guess he
one too.
probably has a room. I don't
I
know.
have
Lisk
to-
didn't sleep well. I bet he's just in the engine room, honestly.
Fix one thing here real quick.
That's an airlock.
Server can't see anything. 1 second.
Where's the medical bay? That's where I sleep. 'Cause 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 Oh, this ship's big.
Yeah, it's very, very large.
I feel like we've not explored it really. Oh,
That's
not the
outside.
airlock.
That's outer space.
Wow, this ship is big.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. This one's mine now.
Okay.
It's
You
funny.
guys have found rooms. You do hear a kind of like an indication that one of the airlock doors is currently being activated. Maybe the computer just comes online and says, airlock door, rear airlock door activated.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
What's the rear airlock? Is that this one? Back like here?
Yes,
those
it is.
Oh, okay.
Monsters that eat our ship.
What?
Oh gosh, not
Is
those
this
again.
supposed to be locked?
Which one? No, it shouldn't be locked here.
I put my
Problem solved. Done.
environmental
Yay.
like head. Like I can breathe still.
Smart.
Got it. Rear
I
airlock door activated.
I
Oh,
can't
hey.
get. Oh,
Oh,
That one's
hey
not open?
guys.
I thought
Yeah.
this maybe be the one that's open, but
Make me a
Lisk, are you
perception
messing with the
check.
airlock?
Those of you who are
I
in the
was
room.
not messing with the airlock. Why would I mess with the airlock?
Oof.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Lisk and Luna, you both hear the sound of maybe some sort of equipment beyond the door in front of you.
Beyond the door.
Yes.
That makes it sound
Sounds like
famously.
something's out there.
Yeah, sound travels really well in space. A lot of people don't know that, but you guys good if I? Is everyone good? You guys can breathe, right?
Let me re-describe that. You hear the sound of like vibrations coming through the metal door. It's not like there's a Walkman out there playing a song.
We have a ring camera on the back, or just the front?
As far as I'm aware, your ship's not equipped with very many cameras.
oh man, we should add more.
Yeah.
Especially after the bomb thing.
Let's
Right?
check our sensors.
Right?
And you guys can like breathe and stuff, right? If I open this.
I am wearing
yeah.
this
My suit
helmet.
on.
Yeah, I don't need to breathe.
Alright, that's most of us. I'm
Why
just
would
gonna.
you open the door?
I want to see what's out there.
Is it a porthole? Can you look
It's
through?
space.
You cannot see
Oh, you
out
might
this
wanna-
door. It is a cargo door for entry and exit of cargoes within this area.
So it's really big, huh?
You might want
It's
to
a big
grab
door.
onto something. Oh, actually, can we vent the air in here first?
Yeah, just push
Close all the doors.
just a vent air button.
Yeah, there might be.
Whoever wants, if you guys want to vent air, you can go up to this console that's here, and you can just make me a quick engineering check.
Done.
Ah, yes, I will vent the air.
No, please don't touch it. Oh,
Nope.
no.
Okay, you're all good.
Yeah, Twick, you're able to vent the air from the department. I said department. No, from the
is-
compartment.
This
You
is
hear
the engineering department.
until everything is quiet. You don't any longer hear the sound of, I don't know, a tool or something on the other side of this door, but you can maybe feel it in your feet because you're still currently standing on the ship.
I open it up.
Alright. Hold on to something. Wait, I don't open it from there, probably, do I? It's probably also at the console, huh?
Yeah,
Or
there
is it
is a
there?
button on the console if
Okay.
you would like to open it from there.
Alright, everyone, hold on to your butts. Oh,
Oh, hello.
how'd you get here?
And can you see them? Because
Vest?
Yeah.
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 for some reason, oh, hold on, man. Let me move the observer because for some reason I can't see them.
Are these
What you
Teenage
see
Mutant Ninja
outside?
Turtles?
What you see outside are two Vesk in suits. They currently have what appears to be a makeshift airlock, kind of like a space that's been activated on the outside of the door to create pressurized air. And it looks like they have equipment like drills and other tools in hand, and they're currently trying to carve the door open. I can show you what these guys look like,
So does our
actually.
space
they get
suck
sucked
the air out of
in?
there?
Yeah, so they get sucked in here.
They get pulled in ever so slightly.
Hilarious.
There's not much air in the space they're in, and your space is empty. So they probably get pulled in, we'll say 5 feet. Let
That's
me
the
show you
sound
what
it
they... What,
It's a little suck.
yeah, show this to you.
Man, if they don't have helmets on, we just solved this puzzle. No
Yeah,
problem.
we did the old. Man, what's that game? That game where you vent air.
FTL.
FTL. Yeah, we did the old FTL.
Mm-hmm. Clutch strategy in that game, man.
Yeah, dude, so
Uh,
smart.
Okay, for some reason it won't let me show you them. But you do see 2 imposing Vesk. I'll try to pull them up while we're doing this. But
Paint a picture with your words.
with my words. They look like they are carrying big weapons. They both have what is the name of the Vesk? They have Dashkos, flaming Dashkos that are currently equipped to their
Yikes.
back. Both of them have what appear to be rifles. They look like they're kind of dressed like in military gear, but they're wearing a helmet. They're clearly in some sort of pressurized environment in a suit. Behind them sits this device that is like a wall that encases them and encases the entire door. And it does appear that there's a small orifice right at the back, what it looks like they came out of. Maybe it looks like there's some sort of device back there, like a ship or a pod of some sorts that's deployed this wall. And here they are at the back. And we're going straight into combat. Oh, yeah.
I should hope so. People randomly attaching to our ship while we're flying.
Maybe they're friends. We don't know.
They jump in. Surprise!
We're throwing you a party.
Oh, man. It's going to be hard not to click disadvantage now.
Big roll.
Am I not in the initiative tracker right now?
Hold on. I'll add you to combat.
Okay, I don't know what I did. Thank you.
You're just gonna have to click it in the initiative tracker.
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't think
fine.
my initiative rolled right.
Didn't roll right? Let me see.
Caleb, yours is really high. Just leave
I
it.
know it is. That's why
Just
I'm pretty
leave
sure
it.
it didn't roll right.
Caleb.
Are you sure you rolled it the right way?
Oh, yeah.
And it just did that? Can you just try it again?
Yeah. Where's initiative on this sheet? There it is. I can't click the initiative button to roll initiative on the sheet.
Okay, hold on. Let me try and
Can you
fix it.
clear my initiative? Does that work?
I can just
I can
remove it
click
from
the button
combat real
again.
quick.
Okay, that works too.
What's this
Now
supposed
try to roll from your sheet. You may not be able to roll from the button.
And the button doesn't seem like it works right.
Did that work right?
Nah.
It's just not working at all?
Yeah, but that should be correct, at least for now.
Yes. We'll try to get that fixed. I don't know why that's not working.
It worked when we tested it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Huh. Okay. We are at the top of the order. Luna, you see these 2 imposing vests, which I'm going to try and get an image of while you tell me what you're going to do in combat.
All right. Do I have how much of this stuff in our cargo hold is real?
There are
Like
some large
boxes? What's going on?
crates.
Is it empty?
They're full of like electronic ship components, like random assortment of repair items for the ship in case something goes wrong. Some of them are empty.
These crates are real, though.
No,
I am taking
they
cover
are
behind
real.
them, right? Okay.
Yeah, they're actually double
That was the
stacked,
plan,
so
at
you
least.
have more than enough cover.
Do I have line of sight on anybody then?
From where you're currently at. The ones that you would have line of sight of this guy over here, because the ones that he's standing next to are much shorter.
Okay. All right. Well, my opener will be to demoralize him. I will shout at him. Oh, it took you a little help to get in. You couldn't get in by yourself, huh? Why don't you just leave before you get killed? And that is an intimidate check. Right? Yes. Demoralize. Let's go. Of course.
Whoa.
Well, it's 26.
Yeah,
The
that's
DC
still incredibly high.
The DC is 10 plus his Intimidate skill, or 15 plus 1.5 CR, whichever's greater.
He is demoralized.
So he is shaken for a round.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Got
shoot
it.
him in the face.
Make him shaken. Boop. Got it. Take a shot. Let's see.
Whammy, kablammy. And I got a +2 on this. All of these extra buttons are confusing me. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. 26 EAC.
26 EAC. That is a hit.
Let's go. 17 electricity
17
damage.
electricity damage.
And he's also get-emmed.
Yeah,
Nice.
I will let you mark that one. All right, let me show you what these guys look like. They look like this.
Huh.
Is that a Dashko that's not currently active?
Yes, because it is a different type of Dashko. It's not a kinetic Dashko. So how would you describe it? Big Vesk, looks like a soldier-ish guy.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
weapon.
It's got the
Looks like
monster
a
energy logo on
mercenary.
his shoulder. Yeah,
Honestly, it
mercenaries.
doesn't have like
Yeah.
a nice uniform. Just got a whole bunch of random thrown together stuff, kind of.
Yeah. So, does he have like a rifle in one hand and the melee in the other hand like that?
Probably not. I would assume
Okay.
he has just the weapon currently, or his rifle currently equipped. His Dashko's probably just on his back.
Cool.
Because he probably had his
Cool,
other
cool,
hand activating whatever equipment that he had when he probably dropped it right after they came into the door.
cool. Makes sense.
It is his turn. He is shaken, so all he is going to do is take a shot back at the person who shot at him. Ooh, or
Oh, actually, the duration is 1 round plus 1 round for every 5 by which my check exceeds the DC.
you did not exceed it by 5.
Okay.
Okay. I think since his rifle's in his hand and he is staggered, he's just going to take a shot. That's all he's going to do. And it's just going to be back at you, Luna. Here comes the attack roll.
He's staggered.
He's not staggered.
Oh,
He's just shaken, which is just penalties.
you're right. Thank you. I was thinking he was staggered. He makes an incredible shot. Just very reactive. Ugh! Able to pull up his static rifle and hits you for a absolute garbage ton of damage. Let's make that damage roll here real quick. You will take
Maybe it'll be okay.
32 points of electricity damage.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yep.
Yep.
And muzzle flash. You were looking right at the weapon
No.
when this enemy fired. The bright flash has dazzled you for 1 round.
Oh, not
Dazzle.
blinded.
So.
And since he is not staggered, thank you for that, he is just going to guarded step right here behind these crates, so he's got sort of a covering position. Lisk.
Oh, he thinks those crates are gonna protect him, huh? 10, 40. There we go. Hey, yo, what up? Don't touch my fucking ship, and I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
You just get 5 feet away from him.
Yeah. Hey, you said he wasn't holding a melee weapon.
Not currently.
So yeah, I'm just gonna roll here, and I'm gonna trick attack him.
You get +2.
Okay. Just in case, I don't know what level these guys are, but that's like a 36 to stealth, I think.
Oh yeah.
I take 10. I haven't done that in a hot minute. So then I'm gonna roll my Sable Shadow Pistol against flat-footed EAC.
Let's see it.
It's not a good roll. He is gotten and frightened.
Flat. Did you account for Got him.
No.
Okay. That is a hit.
Let's go. All right. Here is
So many dice.
trick attack damage.
Jeez.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go ahead and make that a what's my thing? It's like a staggering shot? No, it's a bleeding shot. It's gotta be a bleeding shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bleeding. That's the one he does not get the save on, right?
Yeah, I don't think he gets anything for bleeding
Okay.
shot. Here, I'll roll it in chat. Music just came in so hot.
Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah, he's bleeding.
Let's
Nicely
go.
done. Other boarding party's turn. He is going to guarded step and draw his Dashko and swing
Huge
it at you.
mistake.
Let me make sure. Can he? Huh. Okay. Yeah, he can't. All right. He's just going to swing at you with this Dashko. Here comes the attack roll. That is a hit. I'm not even going to tell you what the number is. Here comes the damage roll.
No.
You will take 20 points of electricity and fire damage as this Dashko comes down on top of your head.
Okay. Okay.
Ko, it is your turn.
All right. We're gonna stellar rush to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the same guy Erbil's attacking. We'll just gang up on him. Regular attack, not a rush attack.
Okay. 28. That is a hit. Roll damage.
Normal. Not the best roll, but 24 slashing.
24.
And I'll use my move action to engage dark matter.
Okay. He, on that hit, it looks like it really takes it out of him. He's kind of like doubled over after that hit. And Twick, you're up.
Do I need to use an action to peek around this to fire if I want to fire at this guy?
No, they're not. I will say they're just in the spaces in front of you. So you can
Okay.
just basically lean.
In that case, I'm going to use a move action to aim to avoid the cover bonus Ko's providing and shoot a trank dart at this guy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Shot. It's that new gun
31.
we bought you.
All right, so yeah, it is. He needs to make a fortitude save.
John Twick. Fortitude save!
And
That is a 17 on the
oh,
fortitude
it's a
save.
fail. The DC is 19. He falls asleep.
Oh my gosh, he falls asleep.
He falls asleep.
I'm gonna have to look up these stupid rules for how he
Hang
gets
on.
woken up from
He
sleep.
doesn't fall asleep yet. He falls
Oh.
asleep on my next turn.
Oh, he falls asleep on your next turn?
Yeah.
That's weird. All right.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Are you
After
doing
one
anything?
round, I fall into a deep sleep.
Your move action was to aim.
It was.
Okay. Luna, you are back up.
Alright.
You no longer have line of sight of the guy you shot at earlier.
Alright. So I will move. Can I see him from there?
Yeah, you can see from there. You're talking about
do I
this
need-
guy? You can see this guy from there.
I'm aware of them
Yes,
both.
that guy from there. You are aware of them both.
Sorry, reading this skill.
You're good. No worries.
Yeah, so I can. Okay. I'm going to telepathic scream both of them.
Whoa.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah. So I will fill their mind with just the trashiest Espraxa rock I can think of.
Yes.
And let's see, intimidate check.
Okay.
Intimidate. Better.
Oh my
42.
gosh. 42.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think
If
you
you succeed
just...
at it, DC equals 15 plus 1 per target plus 1.5 times the CR, the highest CR target.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a number to calculate.
So
Give me a
17
second.
17 plus
All right, I
1.5
have the
the CR
number.
these dudes.
I have the number. They fail. They both fail.
Okay, by how much?
By a lot. Like,
Shaken
explain
for
to
a
me
round. Shaken for a round plus 1 round for every 5 by which I exceed.
Okay. You got a 42. They're shaken for 3 rounds.
Sweet.
Nice.
It might not be the rest of their lives.
May not be. They might survive it.
All right. Bacon. Got it. Okay. Is back to the first boarding party members. He is currently bleeding. Liz, can
He's
you remind me?
scared.
Jake, can you remind me what they need to do, or is it just automatic bleed?
So at the end of their turn... Sorry, I'm opening up bleed. You take the listed amount of damage at the beginning of your turn. Oh, that's so fun. So they take 9 at the start of their turn. They can make a DC 15 medicine check as a standard action, or through anything that gives them HP back.
Okay. But at the beginning of their turn, they take damage regardless.
Yes, it would
Okay.
appear so. So that's 9.
He's standing next to you, and he collapses to the floor. You see as he's falling, he reaches up, maybe he touches a button on the side of his helmet, and you can see him mouthing something, but you don't know what he's saying, because obviously you guys are in vacuum, and they're all in suits. But he collapses to the floor, and he is dead.
Yeah, get off my ship.
You are up again, sir.
Well, I'm gonna trick attack this guy, and I'm gonna move to a flanking position, and I'm gonna stab him with my knife that I have.
Okay.
Oh, right there, that's how I target. So this is flat-footed KAC. I'm just gonna roll it. Wow, terrible. But flat-footed KAC, and he's flanked.
Flat-footed KAC.
Does
and he's
flanked...
I
Is
don't actually
flanked
know
just
in this.
flat-footed? Yeah, I don't know.
I believe it's just the equivalent of flat-footed. 14. That is a miss.
Shoot.
That flank was like something specific in Starfinder.
Yeah, flank does stack with flat-footed in Starfinder.
Oh, there you go.
You just get a +2 bonus if they're flanked.
Okay.
So it's a 16. Wait.
16 against flat-footed KAC. Still a miss. Let me put us on Be Right Back so I can fix this roll thing. Okay. Fixed. Rolls are showing up now.
Fantastic.
Appreciate that. Okay, so that was a miss still.
Well, what if it's 6 higher? Because it didn't
How is
roll
it
with the right
6
stat.
higher?
It rolled with my strength when it should roll with my dex because it is an
Got it.
operative weapon.
All right,
So instead
yeah.
of a -1, it's a +5.
It is a hit.
That's what I freaking thought. Get out of here. Oh, my switch. It's not giving me my trick attack, so it's +5d8 or something.
Or something.
5d8. Okay, yes, I'll just do it manually. I never use this freaking knife. Wow, that is
26 slashing.
so much worse.
Yeah, it is
Than my last
considerably
roll.
worse.
Well,
It's kind of a bad roll, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. It is his turn. On his turn, he looks directly at you, Lisk. Reaches up to his helmet, he presses a button, you see his lips move, and then he moves around you and just sprints and gets into the... I'm going to give you an opportunity to try and stop him because it's literally, he's going to have to move through you, I guess, because you're standing right between him and the hole where that space is at the back of that airlock. So he's going to make an acrobatics check. Here we go. Man, that is not great. It's 20 total.
What is that? I don't know what that's against.
Hold on. Let me look it up because we never do this.
Yeah. I could tell you what it is in 2E.
Opponents. Move through. Why is this
Through? Might be what you
tumble?
want. Tumble?
Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
want. What's the DC?
I think it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Might be their reflex.
See-
I want to say their reflex DC, but that's not.
I think that's 2E.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. 15 plus 1.5 times the opponent's CR. It's basically
Do you
always
see how
that.
much
I don't
harder
know
that is?
why.
Always that.
Okay, so it's gonna be 24, 28. He fails. You block his path. He's stuck in front of you.
Yeah.
He attempted to move. He did not move.
That's an attack too.
Does it provoke?
Yeah.
It does provoke.
Would it attack from Ko or provoke from Ko as well?
He attempted to move out of a threatened space, so yes.
Let's go. Ko, let's kill this man. Oh, you know what? This is gonna do no damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
wait. That's damage roll. My bad.
No, that was attack roll.
There's your attack
Was
roll.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
23 from Lisk, 30 from Ko. You both hit this man.
Yeah, here it comes. Big damage, big D4.
Oh.
Almost max.
Oh, dang. That's so much damage. 6 slashing damage. Okay, cool. Cool.
Operatives are weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Operative's attack of opportunity not great.
Ko,
Yeah.
show me some damage.
Bum.
Oh, there we go. Show
It's
him how
close.
it's
Real
done.
damage.
It was close.
Yeah.
30 points slashing damage. Okay. I think he's going to, for his standard action. He doesn't really have a choice. He's kind of stuck here. He's going to try and get. I think he is going to attempt a combat maneuver
Good luck.
to grapple you.
Oh. Which one of us?
You. Lisk.
That sucks.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it, it's fine.
So this is against your KAC plus 8. Keep that in mind. Because
Sure.
again, you got to do lots of math.
Why wouldn't it be that number?
There's a thing for that on the sheet. It's called CMD.
Oh yeah, that's true. CMD.
Or
That is a fail. He is not rolling well. So he misses that combat maneuver check. And
It's
Code,
that
you are
shaking,
up.
man.
No.
CMD is
Dude, it's
37.
those negatives are killing him.
Full attack.
Oh my gosh! All right, do it. 25 is a
25.
hit. Roll some damage.
Oh,
Wow,
what is
almost
that?
minimum damage.
Almost.
Hate to
Ow.
see it. Okay,
18
Uh,
slashing. Next attack, 27.
27 is a hit. Roll some damage.
Damage is better.
There we go.
28 slashing.
28 slashing. You cut this man in half with your solar weapon as he slumps to the ground. And we are out of combat.
I'm pretty sure he's about to fall asleep, so I'm claiming that one. Thank you.
Oh yeah, he's asleep.
I would definitely trust you to know things medically about people. So
They have
Exactly. Yes.
You hear almost right after you get out of combat, you hear again the computer. Front airlock door activated.
Oh man.
Damn it.
They got a ship out there?
You guys don't know. I mean, you can try to get to a console and see if you can see anything.
Boom.
Is
check
there-
our
so is
really
there
good
about that?
sensors.
Say what, Alex?
You can check our extremely good sensors and see if
Yes.
there's any ships.
Yes, you're very good sensors. That's why I rolled earlier. You're very, very good sensors. What would you like to check for? Just any ships in the vicinity?
Oh yeah.
Your scan comes up empty.
Is there
Wow.
so they put a thing here, right? Is there a way for me to zoop, just kind of pop out a little bit?
Yeah. So when you get 5 feet, you see that there is a hole at the back of this apparatus, and inside of it, it looks like just a very small pod, like a boarding capsule, that has 2 seats.
All right.
Front airlock activated.
We should
fine.
repressurize this space.
We can get it later. More important things, I think.
Oh, you just open it. Okay.
Poof.
All the air rushes everywhere.
My ears
What
are
the hell
fine.
do we need the air for? We got tons of it.
What's
Where's
the
our
front airlock? Is
forward?
that right here?
Great question.
you're not here.
You
Floor, or
have
is that here?
multiple front airlocks.
Who
Computer, be
designed
specific.
this thing?
I can tell you who designed it. Alnas Galleon Core.
Yeah, well,
He wasn't really thinking about airlocks when he built this ship, you know.
I'll check upstairs.
Perception check from Ko and Lisk.
boom. Hey, double digits.
I'm really good at perceiving.
Lisk, you do not detect anything outside of this airlock as far as you can tell.
Yeah, well, I don't hear
Lisk, you
anything
got-
out there.
Okay, I was about to say you got them big ears. Maybe you can
Okay.
tell, but
That's racist, but that's fine.
Anything going on up here?
Are you on the mid deck?
Yeah.
What about our special ship?
Yeah,
Is that
so
through here?
you see another door right behind this one. You would know that is the entrance to the cargo area of your other ship that is attached to this one. And let me put the observer in here so we can see. Hold on one second.
does
Don't move.
the computer also monitor that airlock?
Can
Yes.
Can I just go look at the computer? Will it tell me which fucking airlock it's talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go look at that. I'm very fast. I can catch up.
Okay. When you check the computer, you can tell that it does look like it's at the front of the secondary ship.
Okay, so where we just were.
Yeah, your cargo vessel.
Okay, great. I'll just actually. Do we have radios? Can I just say that?
We do.
You do have
Yeah,
radios.
radio.
Okay. Yeah. We got it. Although, well, that's fine.
Damn.
Oh, hi.
Bam!
Oh my god.
You open the door to see a giant boarding party. 3 individuals that you have seen before, but you also see a fourth that's behind that appears to be a Yosoki.
A Yosoki operative just for me? Aaron?
I know, it's so nice of me. Oh gosh. And the moment that you open that door, Ko, we're entering straight into combat.
Yeah, makes sense.
I smell a rat.
You watch it, guy.
Oh, considerably worse.
Yeah, well,
Great.
we're just being considerate. We're letting them get,
Mm-hmm.
let them come to us. That's what I say.
Yeah, we have a choke here. Choke
Mhm.
point.
It's called tactics.
Turn-based.
Mm-hmm. They'll come
of
to
course.
us, and then we get the
All
drop
right.
on them.
Roll for them. Roll. Oh man, they rolled well. Wow.
Yeah, I'd say so. We also all rolled terribly.
Okay. It is going to be their turn first. Literally, all 4 of them are going before you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Second. Did I just delete one on accident?
You did.
Whoops.
Sorry,
Or
that's
you hit
canon
him.
now.
I think you hit him because he's
He's
still
behind
on
the
the
other
initiative.
guy.
He must be
He is-
invisible.
He is not hidden. He's
They
just.
behind the
enable
other guy, isn't
cloaking.
he?
Under somebody.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
there
there.
he is.
All right, there we go. Sorry.
He appeared from the rat's butt.
All right.
No.
It is
Can
the
spawn Vesk.
it is the first guy's turn. He is just going to come up here, take cover behind these crates. He does have line of sight. Actually, he'll go. Well, I think he'll still have line of sight. How big is that door? Let me look. Oh yeah, he's got line of sight because it's a cargo door. No, but those crates are too big. He's gonna move all the way up. He's gonna move all the way up to these barrels. He'll have line of sight right there. He's just gonna shoot at you, Ko, with his rifle that he has.
All right.
That is only a 19 against EAC.
Doesn't miss.
Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, checks out. This guy is definitely not on the crate. He's just currently there because that's the easiest place to put him. He's probably over here. He's
wow,
going
you can just
to...
move your guys after combat starts? Just like for free? That's crazy.
He's going to go to here and just probably ready. He's not going to do anything. Don't worry about what I was about to say. It's irrelevant, guys.
I was about to say, maybe don't tell us he's ready or something.
It's irrelevant, guys. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's unimportant.
He's ready to end his turn.
He's ready to end his turn. This one is going to... he's just going to get up to here. And then last but not least... he's going to get to there, and he is also going to take a shot at you, Ko. Man, 18 against the AC. Poor rolls all around.
Nice.
You're up.
All right. Stellar Rush. We'll attack.
Okay.
Normal attack. Here we go. 24 against KAC.
24 KAC, that's a hit. Roll some damage.
Damage.
Okay.
24 slashing.
24 slashing damage. Got it. Nice
And
hit.
I will make myself more dense with my
Oh,
move action.
Get
Not
me
even possible.
dense. Twick, what are you going to do?
Do I have line of sight of both of these boys?
You have line of sight of probably only the back one, I would guess, just based
Okay.
on where you're at.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to aim for what it's worth.
I will aim and just take a shot at that back one
Okay.
with a biohack.
Okay. For reference, while you guys are thinking about what to do, these barrels are probably only 5 feet tall. These are probably also 5 feet tall. This container here is 2 stack containers. It's 15 feet in the air.
This stuff. We're looking at that stuff.
This stuff over here to the left is probably only about 5 feet.
Okay.
Just those big containers to the right, and the ones further back are taller. So those are 10 feet, and then these are 15 feet.
Oh man, rolling well tonight.
Jeez.
On the attack rolls at
I
least.
need to turn my attack mod rolls back on.
Real damage. Look at
Wow.
Hey,
Look at
Well
that.
worth the 800 million credits.
that. 18,000. Don't you worry. I know the
Okay.
number.
27 piercing.
He needs to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. You got it. Maybe he'll roll well. 18.
19 is the save. So he takes 9 non-lethal damage and is fatigued.
Oh.
it's making everybody tired today.
Exactly.
All right, he's fatigued. Nicely done. Luna, you can kind of hear the action. You can see a little bit of it in front of you. What are you going to do?
Relearning how grenades work. I'm gonna throw a grenade in there.
Where exactly would you like to throw a grenade?
It's going to be right here.
Okay. Sure.
So can I lob it from where I am? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's range 20. Right?
Yeah. So For each range increment, it goes up by 2. 4, 2.
It's not much.
But it's
Oh, so that's only...
work.
Okay, that's 2 range increments.
Yeah, so it should be a 7 to hit instead of a 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright. So I can roll this for it, right? Oh, plus BAB. Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Alright, so I have the square.
20.
It is a frag grenade 2.
Okay. And what's
the
its AoE?
DC is... it's 15 feet.
Okay, you put it
is
right
minus
here.
2.
Yep.
So it's going to hit all 4.
The DC is 10 plus 2 plus what? 3. So 15.
Okay. They all save.
Oh man. 2 damage. Well.
Okay.
I did something. And then I will demoralize the one in front of Ko.
Nice.
That was just a taste. Intimidate.
Let's see this ridiculously high roll.
30.
Yep, succeeds. He's demoralized, so he's shaken. You exceeded the CR or the DC by 5.
2 rounds.
2 rounds. Not by exactly 5, but only 1.
Only 1 time of 5s.
1 time of 5s. Lisk, you're up.
Alright. If I move here, do I have a clean shot on either of these two, the barrel boys?
You would have a... Well, I mean, there's some soft cover because of Ko. And then some partial cover for this guy because of that section. So, no clean shot there.
Alright, is this better for the front guy, maybe?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it matters where you're at because they're just in such like a cramped spot there.
That's really freaking annoying. Okay, well, I'll just stand here and take the shot with the cover penalties.
Okay.
It is against 5-footed EAC at least, so, you know, I've got that going for me, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Well, a natural 20 probably will hit. So I'm just gonna click this fun button.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
It's so scary.
It was only 64 cold damage.
Wow.
Okay, I wish I was lying when I said this. He has exactly 64 hit points left.
Let's go.
Amazing.
You shoot, it's like you dial in so much. You just like look into his inner soul and you recognize here is how much life this man, how much will this man has left to live. That shot just freezes him in place and it's almost like he just shatters and then collapses to the ground. Like all the pieces just fall to the ground from this Sable Cold pistol. 64 damage, this is insane.
That grenade took him over the top, man, so you're welcome.
That's what it is,
True.
yeah. Teamwork.
Without that 2 damage, he'd be alive.
All right. Back to the top of the order. Okay. I think this guy's gonna climb onto this this here. So he's gonna go up 15 feet and then come over and come over. I'm gonna change his height here. It says that he's at 15. Whoops. And I think all he's going to do is... Oh, you know what he's going to do? He is going to do what somebody else did. Pull out a grenade.
No.
And he is going to throw it right...
What you've done, Luna?
It's my fault.
What's the AoE? 10. Okay, he's going to throw it right... I think he's just going to throw it right... No, that's not helpful. All these distances suck. You guys are too far apart.
Yeah, it's called
Ugh.
tactics.
Yeah, we've learned how grenades
All right,
work.
he's gonna toss it right in this corner.
Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Here comes the attack roll. Yeah, it lands. Explodes in a flash of light.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, that could have been bad for somebody. So I'm gonna need a reflex save.
No?
What is the lighting in here, actually?
Wow, I'm rolling
Dim
rocks
lighting.
right now,
Jeez,
boys.
dude.
Jeez.
Is it me too?
Me too.
It's just Oh, you know what? It's a whole door. So, yep. It's you as well.
Reflex.
Not Twick.
Oh. Right. 15.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Lisk and Co, you are fine, but Luna, you are blinded by this light.
Blind.
For 2 rounds, you are blinded. Next person's turn. This Yosoki is going to climb up on top of this crate, just like his friend here did. You see him, and maybe Lisk, you're the first person to see this because you're closest. Ko's a little focused on the other boarding party members, but you see him raise his hand out in front of him, and at the other moment he takes a battery in his left hand, and you can see electrical discharge coming off the battery and moving into his hand, and then he expels it out of his hand that is extended to the right. And I'm going to need a reflex save from Lisk, Luna, and Twick as a arc comes out of the end of his hand and pierces a line straight through the middle of this cargo.
That probably means this is a spell, isn't it?
Wait, do I get a reflex save if I'm blind?
That is a good question. There's
And
I'm
flat-footed?
almost
definitely
positive you
do.
get the save.
You probably
Yeah,
have a
but
penalty because you're flat-footed.
What? Huh.
Are
3 in a
you
row?
serious?
Let's
There's
go!
a 1 in
Wow.
8,000
That-
chance of that.
Let's go!
We've calculated this before.
So what is my actual
Jeez.
roll?
You can look it up.
'Cause
3
apparently
natural 20s in a row.
it's not applying it.
Blinded. It just says -4 to most strength and dexterity-based skill checks and opposed perception skill checks. All checks and activities that rely on vision automatically fail.
What does flat-footed do?
Nothing to reflex saves.
Nothing in reflex saves at
That's
all.
super weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very
So I
strange.
guess it's a question of whether or not it entirely relies on sight.
I don't
It's a
know.
feeling
I
you
mean, it's
have.
probably an instantaneous bolt, so I would guess probably relies on sight to try and dodge out of the way. If it were like a grenade or something, like maybe you would hear it. It's a tough one. Let me read the actual text. Yeah.
I mean, it might have verbal components. If it's a spell.
Probably does.
It does not.
No.
Hmm.
By raw,
It's-
blindness
it's-
doesn't deny dex bonus or reflex saves.
Weird.
People are arguing that it also includes luck.
You just happen to move
And
right at the right
lucky.
time.
Could be.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the reflex save because it doesn't clarify specifically that it affects it.
I mean, if nothing else, like Lisk probably would shout out "shit, lightning bolt," right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, probably.
he's not an operative.
Oh, duck.
Okay, so it looks like Twick will fail this reflex save.
Ah.
Twick.
Everybody else succeeds.
It's okay, I have some electricity resist. It's probably fine. Maybe not.
You will take this is not going to show this exactly, but 36 points of electricity damage. Yeah, from this bolt of electricity that came out of the end of this Yusoki's hand.
That was a very average roll.
It was.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Yeah, almost
very,
perfectly.
very average roll.
So we get half damage if we save?
Yeah, half damage if you saved. Okay, next boarding. I'm going to move this guy out of the way so we can actually see this other guy. He is just going to guarded step up and swing away. Or will he? Actually, he's got a better idea. He's going to pull a grenade out of his pocket, and he's going to throw it right in this corner. Oh, look at that. Here comes the attack roll. That is going to be a hit. I am going to need a reflex save as a blast of super cooled chemicals come out of this grenade and spread in a 10-foot radius.
Oh, 10 foot. Sweet.
It was bound to
Ko and
happen.
Lisk. It is going to be, okay, all right. Lisk, you are staggered
Yikes.
because these chemicals, they coalesce into freezing particles. Let me see how many rounds. You are staggered for just one round.
Thank God.
Yep. Also, you will take 10 points of cold damage, and Ko, you'll take half of that.
Okay.
Because you saved. You are not staggered, though, sir. And you are up.
All right. Yusoki is 16 feet up. Is there space to stand next to him here?
You would have to
On
climb
top
on
of the
top of the
crates?
crates.
Okay. Well, I
You have
just
climb speed?
It's got jump jets, baby.
Oh, you have jump jets.
I have
And you have that
gravity
other
boost.
weird thing. Yeah, gravity
and
boost.
that.
All right, you can just like run up.
I can just
walls,
move
right?
along vertical surfaces or even upside down for a
You, have to
round.
make you don't have to make a check for it either, right? You're
Nope,
just
it's passive.
you're just Neo. Okay, all right. You're 15
as long
feet
as
up.
at the end of the round, I'm like I have to be on a stable surface, or I fall.
Man, monk shit.
So.
That's cool.
I just walk up the side of these crates to where he's at, and I will attack him. Solar weapon attack. Normal. It's 23.
23, that is a hit. Roll some damage.
Damage. Good roll. 31.
Wow, yeah, good roll. All right. You got it. 31. Nicely done. Twick. Luna is currently blinded in front of you. What are you going to do?
Yeah, can't worry about that at the moment. So I'm going to aim at this Yusoki and use my, I forget what it's called, but my thing lets me do 2 biohacks, and I will take a shot.
Okay.
Spark of Ingenuity, that's what it's called. 21 against KAC.
21 KAC is a hit.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, there's 2 biohacks down. Alright, so the first one, I need to do damage. We don't forget that. Nice.
You do big
Jeez.
damage now.
Your
Yeah.
rolls tonight, guys.
So the first thing, it becomes vulnerable to cold damage. And I say, let's game for the Yusoki. And then also, it needs to make Fortitude save.
Okay. Fortitude save. Got it. Man. 11.
9 non-lethal damage and fatigued.
Freaking fatigued, man.
Heck yeah.
Okay, 9 non-lethal damage.
So
All right.
sleepy.
Got
That's
it.
it for me.
Okay. He's so sleepy. He yawns. You see stuff in his cheek pouch. Luna, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna walk forward a little bit. And I'll play the second verse of that trashiest Broxa Rock through my telepathic abilities to the three of these boys.
Okay.
Telekinetic Scream.
Fortitude save.
Telepathic Scream. It is a Intimidate check.
It's an Intimidate check.
Brutal. 28.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
That's bad. 15 plus 3, so 18 plus 1.5 the CR of the highest CR target.
Okay. That fails.
Alright.
Nice try. Lisk. Cold damage? Cold damage?
Well, I'm staggered.
That does suck.
I don't know if it's even worth shooting.
Good news is it's vulnerable for 8 rounds.
That is cool.
Get
How
outta
high?
here.
How much is the vulnerability?
They take 50% extra damage from the source.
Okay, so it's. I'm not gonna shoot this round. I'm just going to activate my holographic clone. So I get a D4 holographic Lisks. 3. Okay, I'll take 3.
Okay. 3 holographic clones.
And can I 5-foot step? Probably not, right? When I'm
It's a move
staggered.
action.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, you don't
Guarded
get it
step
for
is a move
free in
action.
this system. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, then. That's all I do.
Okay, cool. All right. Top of the order. This guy is going to hop down. He just go to here. No, he probably hops all the way down onto the ground. Pulls out his Dashko on the way, and he's just going to swing away at you standing right there. Here comes the first attack roll. Or first attack roll. Here comes the attack roll. Hey! My turn for a natural 20.
Oh,
Um,
no.
I've got 3 holographic clones if he's swinging at me.
He is swinging at you.
So
He's
he'll
attempting.
hit. I guess hit on a 3. Or
I'll hit on a 3.
hit on a 4, I guess. I'm the 4th one and I have 3 clones, right? That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. He'll hit on a 4. Here we go. Oh, it was a 2.
Nice.
Idiot. Okay, so I'm 1 clone poorer,
He
but
really hit that
Nice.
clone, though.
yeah, he hit the shit out of it though.
I just want to see how much damage he would have
That
done.
ability's so
Probably
good,
not a
man.
lot. Oh,
I know.
38.
Oh,
Man.
baby
Yeah,
damage.
pretty
Ouch.
baby numbers. Okay, it's this guy's turn. Coat, you see in front of you, he moves his hands a little bit and he maybe touches a device on his arm and he instantly disappears.
No.
Lame.
Does
Doesn't
what he's
provoke?
doing provoke?
It does provoke.
Kill him.
Oh.
He has no
Okay.
choice though.
Kill the man. He always has a choice.
Ooh, low roll. 20.
20 KAC. That is a miss.
Oof, we found his AC, guys.
Oh, you know what? Nope, that's wrong. He's fatigued.
He
That
is
is a
fatigued.
hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Kill the man.
30 slashing.
Okay, 30 slashing. Man, you hit him. Okay. Well, that's interrupted.
There's
Oh, it
there's
just
some-
interrupts him?
It doesn't just
so sad.
interrupt. I think he gets save or something against it.
I'm
No,
sure
not
he has to
wrong.
make a concentration check, and I'm sure it's 15 divided by the sun's circumference. Like, nothing in this game is just like, here's the
Unless he
number.
I know.
has improved concentration.
Yeah,
in
right.
which case,
God. This game's
Probably
ridiculous.
just the damage dealt.
Yeah, but what's he roll?
I have absolutely no idea.
I'm looking.
Spellcasting ability modifier, maybe? That'd be really
Probably.
hard. That's like impossible for high damage. Level as well, maybe?
It's probably level plus spellcasting mod.
Divided by 15.
And this literally doesn't say in concentration and interrupted spells. Why? Huh. All right, we're just gonna do 15 plus spellcaster mod. That's all we can do. Okay. All right, let me roll a d20. See if he does it. He fails. Man, I can roll nothing tonight, guys. He's gonna guarded step now because that's all he's got.
I don't have a reaction, do I?
You've already used your reaction.
Man, it literally just says if you're casting a spell and you take damage, the spell
The
fails.
spell fails. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
what it says.
Wow.
That's brutal. That's so rough.
That is awful.
Man, Starfinder does not like spellcasters. I'm glad none of us played one.
Yeah, it's really nice that we didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Fails.
Just fails. So he just guarded steps. It's the other guy's turn.
That was definitely the right order to do those
Yep.
things in as well.
Yeah, he was trying to do something else. So, this guy's
Get
going
greedy.
to climb up here next to you and step as much as he can in between. And then he is going to swing with his Dashko. Here comes the attack roll. 32 EAC.
It's a hit.
Finally. Here comes the damage roll. 18 electricity and fire damage. And you are up.
Okay. You want me to explode?
Do it.
I don't want to explode.
Why?
Because he wants to haste everyone.
I want to do my cool new thing.
Oh, fine.
I will full attack this man next to me
Okay.
as a standard action because of a solar acceleration.
Man, that's nutty.
Actually, I think I want to guard a step. Well, I can do that afterwards. Yeah, we'll full attack. And that also gives everybody within 30 feet of me that are allies haste.
Oh,
So Twig is technically...
Oh, he is.
if you use like the hover over measurement, because I'm higher, he's 34 feet away.
It's okay, I'll survive. Would have really been helpful though.
Okay, I'll give you my extra standard action.
Okay, so I attack this guy twice. Attack. Flashing strikes. Full attack. Normal. Alright, it's a 20 to hit.
Okay. That is a hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, because
Okay.
everyone's freaking fatigued on my squad.
22 slashing.
Hey,
Okay.
not everyone yet.
Well, sorry, you're right. Not everyone.
Plus, that one guy died before he could get tears.
True.
And then in the middle of my full attack, I can take a move action, so I'm going to guard a step over, and then I will take my second attack. Against this guy, 29.
Oh, yeah. That's a hit. Roll some damage.
All right.
Boom.
32
slashing.
slashing. You bring your solar weapon down upon this man and just literally cut him in half. He slumps to the ground. He is dead.
And then as my actual move action, I'm going to do dark matter.
Okay. Twick?
I'm so cool now.
I'm going to take 2 shots at this guy.
Okay.
The first one will be a biohack. The second one will be a medicinal. So, whatever, I don't know what bonus they'll have from cover for the two people in between me and him.
It won't be enough to cover that.
Okay. All right,
27.
first one is a hit. 24 piercing, and
24 piercing.
he now has a -2 to his AC.
Okay.
And then second attack. Woof.
12. That is a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Luna. Shots being fired. What are you doing?
I probably just like fumble my way backwards a couple of steps and say, "You got
Running into
him,
boxes.
guys. You got him."
Okay. Lisk.
All right, no longer staggered. I'm going to. This is. Oh, this guy in front of me does have his melee weapon out now, doesn't he?
He does have a melee weapon.
Well, I don't like that, so I'm going to trick attack him instead, which means this movement doesn't provoke. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
Does he have cover from me if I'm here? Or do I have cover from him? Fantastic.
You'd have cover from him.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I thought.
soft cover. Or not soft cover, partial cover.
So I'm just going to move to there, and I'm going to trick attack him. I'm going to shoot my gun, like a normal boy.
Man, where have these rolls been?
They're catching up.
That's a good attempt. Nice shot. What's this guy gonna do here? In a really bad position. I think he's just got to... He's going to pull a grenade out of his pocket and throw it at the two people in the back.
Oh man.
In hope to position. He's going to throw it right in the middle of you two. Oh, he does not have that one left, so let's do this one. Okay, that's a hit, so it's going to land right between you, right there. I will need reflex saves from both of you.
Easy. Not easy.
Yikes.
All right, you will take 13 points of cold damage.
Ouch.
I don't know why I rolled that as you. I think I was selected on you when I did it. Yeah, also, Twick, you are staggered for one round. Luna, you'll take half damage. And then he is going to guarded step this way towards you. And it's now this guy's turn. All right, since he sees no other option, guarded step, and then he's going to cast a spell.
Oh, he
I
can
know,
learn.
crazy. All right, I forget freaking
Step and strike
step up. Gosh. All right, well, he's going to just move then because he doesn't really have a choice.
I think the way Step Up and Strike works, it doesn't actually happen during the spell cast. It happens before.
It happens
Yeah, he would
as soon as you do the
steps.
guarded step.
Steps and strikes, and then you cast the spell.
Okay, step and
Yeah.
strike then. He's got to try to do something. He can't.
He doesn't have to.
All right, 22.
Hey, he could just give up and leave.
Yeah, that's a hit.
If he surrenders, we might not
22.
even kill him.
Slash and roll.
22. You strike this man down, and he is dead.
Oh, we didn't even get his heels.
Collapses on the ground in front of you. It is your turn.
Oh, it's me.
Yes. Everyone else is dead. It is your turn.
All right.
Not everyone else.
Well,
Above him.
I'll walk down the side of the crates and come hit this guy.
Okay.
This is... Oh,
Come full attack this guy, you mean?
I can full attack him, yeah. What am I talking
Does that-
about? As a standard
Does that
action.
give me haste now also?
When I make this full attack, it does.
Nice.
Incredible.
Let's see. Flashing strikes, full attack. Normal. Low roll, 16. That's a miss, I'm pretty sure.
16. That is a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do one more.
Second attack. 24.
24.
That's a hit. Roll some damage.
23 slashing.
3 slashing. All right. Applied damage. Nice hits. And Twick, you're up, even though you're staggered.
Yeah, I'll just take a single shot at him. Load in a medicinal. This will be a sedative. 20.
20. That is
He does
a
have
hit.
-2. Ah, nice.
Oh, it's a hit. Don't worry.
Woo, nice. 22 damage and an additional 5 non-lethal from the sedative.
5 non-lethal. All right. Okay. He's not looking great, but he's still standing. Luna, what are you doing?
I can see now, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Take a shot.
Shoot him with a gun. 22 EAC.
That is a hit.
Normal. Yes. 16 electricity and fire.
16 electricity and fire. That shot pushes him against these crates that are directly behind him, and he collapses to the floor. We're out of combat.
Get off my ship.
Let me move this guy's dead corpse back up in here.
They're coming out of the walls.
Oh, it's just corpses. It's fine.
Oh, okay, right. I forgot
about
this
it.
is the corpse wall.
All right. So for the rest of the majority of 1 minute, we can run around fast.
Oh, nice.
Could check the rest
Could
of the
be
ship.
helpful if another airlock opens suddenly.
Wow, what a novel feeling. I've never been able to run fast before.
Never once.
You can move 100 yards in a
I should
100 feet in a
Reseal this.
round.
In a round.
Yikes.
Okay, you reseal the door.
Did we figure out how fast you're actually going in like miles per hour?
We did math last time.
Yeah,
if
it
I
was-
took some feet.
It's a high number.
It was dumb.
What's this guy got on him? This Yosoki?
Yeah, what do these,
He's not an
what do these boys
operative,
have?
but
Oh, he might have spell gems.
good.
Ooh, does he have
Um,
spell gems?
I was
Probably
anticipating another airlock being activated, but we'll see.
They do not have much on them. They have Vesk overplate. 1.
Who would even wear that?
Red Star
Man, if
plasma
he said 2, I was
Dashkos.
going to be upset.
So I don't know whoever wants to write this down, but you guys will, if at this point, because there were 2 guys in the bottom and then 3 guys at the top, you'll have 5 of each of these items. Vesk overplate 1, Red Star plasma Dashko, regular batteries, high capacity batteries, and a static arc rifle. The Yosoki has a advanced Lashunta temp weave, an advanced semi-auto pistol, 24 rounds, and a small tactical knife.
We take the knife.
Bag knife.
Obviously. Oh,
You
a fine addition to my
message that?
collection.
I can.
because I can't keep up typing with the speed of words.
Yeah, I know.
Speed
Hold
of
on.
words.
That's right, baby. I think I have an even 10 survival knives now. Oh no,
Nice.
that's not true. One of these is a tactical switchblade. Wait, is that different?
That was from the operative we fought, right?
Sounds illegal.
You're right. It is from the operative.
Couldn't do anything.
Oh,
with
I
it.
forgot about him. How fun.
Kept trying to trick attack you.
Yeah, we had an
Didn't
operative
work.
off. How did I forget about him? Classic guy.
Oh, the Vesk overplate 1 has a jetpack in it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is
Oh, no,
That-
that's the wrong. No. It does not have a jetpack in it. I'm wrong.
Oh,
Sorry.
just
There
a
is
regular backpack.
rude.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
He's telling you.
This
Ghost.
5 each.
Hey.
Before I die, tell my wife 5 Vesk overplate.
Alright.
Can just make
does
this
anyone
Vesco
mind
plate 6. I'll
If
give
I
mine
take
up.
that advanced semi-auto pistol,
Go for it.
great. Now I have 2. It's getting out of hand.
Dual wield.
They also are all carrying comm units and data pads. You want those as well?
Yeah. Where are these guys from? Do they have markings on them?
Quick perception check. Actually, you would be able to see it because you're up close. Give me a culture check because you do see some symbology on some of their armor.
Heyo.
Culture check.
38.
There you go. 38. You do recognize this small stamp on the corner of the Vesk's overplate armor. You recognize it as the mercenary group Gunrith.
Hey, I was right about mercenaries. Heck yeah.
Gunrith?
Gunrith.
That's a dumb name. I'm really happy for these guys. That's great.
You're happy that they don't have to go by that name anymore?
Yeah, we did them a favor. Gunrith.
You know that they are a rather large mercenary group for hire that is based off of or out of Akiton.
That's probably fine.
Do they have like records of
That's where
payment
the
on their
man,
data
lady
pads?
went, I mean.
Yeah, that's where the girl went.
There is only one item that you find on data pads, and that is on the Yosoki's data pad. There's just a note about a short, dirty Yosoki, and it describes some of his capabilities.
Oh no.
And that's it. Some of the descriptions are like fast mover, many combat knives.
Hey, whoa. That could refer to any Yosoki.
There's also a note
That's
about
not fair.
half of a missing ear.
Lots of Yosoki lose ears,
Melissa,
right?
Does this sound familiar to you, Lisk?
And I mean, I can say I've never met a Yosoki matching that description. I think they just got the wrong ship, is what it sounds like to me.
I'm not even lying. You never met a
Technically
Yosoki.
true. Yeah.
See,
Matching
technically,
description.
But that's all you find on him. Yeah.
Oh, great. Back to sleep.
Alright, good.
Okay.
that wasn't even worth getting out of bed. They barely even hit me. What was the point of it?
Yeah, that CR11 combat. Okay.
Woof.
Got it.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between good rolls and bad rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
Jake
still
rolled
have
back 320s.
Yeah,
320s
to
in
be
a
fair,
row.
one of them was on a reflex save. I was almost
Yeah,
certainly
sure,
gonna pass.
Listen, it's not nearly as bad as Alex triple critting the mini
Yeah,
boss.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna just I don't know. You're gonna keep the bodies, dump them out into space.
Dump them into space. We didn't keep
Yeah,
them
that sounds
I
bodies.
don't want them.
Okay, just checking, just making
Yeah.
sure.
Well, any of them got cool augments.
No.
Okay.
They are.
Yep, into
they
space
are not
they go.
augmented
We
whatsoever.
give their teeth to Kip.
Yeah.
No. This is
For
not
as a job well done.
This does not keep teeth.
It's his favorite
It's gonna
snack.
be a thing now. Okay, you guys rest. You still have 2 days left until you get to Verces. I'm gonna need another set of rolls. Again, that is will save
right.
from everybody, and additionally a fortitude save from Twick.
Make it blind.
Not a single one of you sleep well.
No,
Wow.
Nah.
Yikes.
You toss and turn throughout the night. I don't know, maybe if it's because you were woken up early the night before, but none of you sleep well. You have dark dreams. A lot of them are just flashes of some of the things you saw when you were on New Elysium. I'm going to need to know if all of you are expending resolve points. In
I am.
particular, I'm going to need to know how many resolve points you are spending, Twick.
Did I fail both saves?
Yes.
No.
I'll just give you a rundown of the totals here. 9, 11, 13, 12, 13.
Sweet.
Wow. That means I rolled a 1 on my first one.
You did roll a 1 on your first one.
Well, I guess I'm using 5.
Just accept it.
No, I still have resolve left. It's fine.
Twick, it's good.
No, it's It's like really cool.
There's some good stuff in there, Twig.
That sounds like a lot of effort.
You gotta get over the
It's
hump.
not. Let's not worry about it.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Luna, Lisk, Ko?
Spending.
I'll spend the 4.
Spending.
Give it to me. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I think I'm at an odd number, or whichever one means I don't get something, if that's even still how it works.
You are at an odd number, yes.
Okay.
You are
Cool.
now at an odd number.
Oh, now you're
Yes.
caught up to me. I think you're caught up to me now.
I think I am.
Yeah.
It's a race. I got one more
And-
night.
Luna, you're spending 4, correct?
No, I'm spending 4, yes.
Okay. All right. You guys all wake up. Go throughout your day. One
Do
more
I-
day. Conventional
Do I
engines.
get resolve for just taking it, or no?
Yeah, you recover your result. You go back to normal.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Worth it. Oh, I didn't do it blind.
Look at you.
Oh no, it was
Well, I think you know it was a fail. So.
Yeah, that's
pretty
fair.
low.
That's
Okay.
Is there not a way to set the default?
There is for me default roll mode.
In the bottom right, you can change it, but I don't know if that changes it. It does. Okay, yeah, it changes it.
Okay, I will
Permanently
just set
for
that.
rolls.
I'll just
Change it
I'll
back
be
before
more.
combat starts.
Yeah, that's really what it is. In combat, I'll switch it to public. Otherwise, I'll keep it private. I
Okay.
do that all the time.
Okay. Lisk, Ko, and Twick, you do not sleep well on your last night of travel to Verces. Tossing and turning again. Will you spend resolve
I
to
will.
avoid
I will spend
continuous?
resolve.
You'll spend resolve.
Wait,
Okay.
which one did I fail?
You failed your will save.
If I spend resolve for that, do I get the resolve from my fortitude one?
No. No.
I guess give them to me both.
Oh, you're saying if you spend resolve for the will save, do you get the ones you spent for the? Yes, you would get that back. Those are independent.
Okay, I'll spend for will.
Okay. So that was 4. No. 3. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
No, I have to spend 2.
I
have to spend 2 for will.
2, thank you. Yes. Okay. And Lisk, you spent. Ko, you spent.
I did.
You failed last time too, as well. I just want to mark this down. Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Whew. You wake up the following morning. You are approaching Verces, Cuvacara. You're still a little ways out, but you do see the planet approaching in your view screen. And you hear, kind of over the comms, you hear a voice come over.
SS Indefatigable. This is Cuvacara docking control. You're cleared to put it down on platform 107. Be careful, traffic around here is probably more than you're used to. Straight and steady will get you down here in one piece. Over.
That. At first, I thought that was a recording, and then I saw you doing the words. That is
Yeah.
impressive.
That's crazy.
Unless you were just mouthing with the recording, in which case, also impressive.
Either way, well done.
Yeah, very cool.
Please confirm, SS Indefatigable.
Oh, confirmed. Yep.
Platform 107. Welcome to the Dusk Jewel.
What was that? The dusk?
The Dusk Jewel?
Jewel?
She called it the Dusk Jewel.
Oh.
Reply
It's
back
my
and like, you
favorite
got
jewel.
our ship name wrong.
This is why you're not in charge of comms.
The old ship name.
Is there? So you guys are kind of like, I guess, approaching. You see. Let me just kind of show you what this place looks like.
Ooh.
It is a large city.
Someone
very
tied
large.
it all up in knots.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
Good question.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's just a lot going on in the city. Beneath an early evening sky stained crimson and gold, man, I cannot speak right now, a craggy island rises 1,000 feet above a set of blue-gray waters. A white dome-shaped structure occupies most of the island's surface. Concrete landing pads jut out from the island's cliffs, illuminated by blinking blue and green lights. Other ships coast towards the spaceport in slow spirals. A sprawling city of dazzling skyscrapers laced with a grid of roadways and elevated transparent tubes containing trains glitters across the river to the south. Visible even from this height, hollow billboards advertising a range of products in common and versite flicker in the dusky light. And as you guys approach, your ship is grabbed by this arm and placed on platform 107. The platform lowers into a large hangar bay built into the side of the spaceport. And let me show you exactly where that is. Cuvacara, there we go. You guys are obviously up here in the corner at the spaceport. You see, immediately upon exiting, you exit through this tube of silver metal to a central area bustling with activity. Tons of people everywhere, friendly Verthani spaceport attendants dressed in yellow uniforms. They direct groups of travelers here and there to go to the different departure gates. Holo screens announce departures and arrivals from commercial space flights in both common and versite, and signs direct customers to baggage claim areas. Sleek, white security robots glide through the huge room, scanning individuals as they pass. One of the ads that you see, you don't even need to roll for this, but one of the ads that you see, emblazoned with the image of a black sphere radiating golden light, is for a new social media app called Penumbra.
Steel PP.
The old PP. Gotta look out for it.
Does it have a release date?
It doesn't say anything about a release date. It's just the name with the logo.
It'll just get pushed back anyway.
Yeah.
I bet they cancel it. Not even worried about it.
What would you like to do? There are people just bustling about everywhere.
We are here to... What's the name of the place we're going?
Yeah, we're
Eclipse
somewhere
Innovations
specific, I think. Okay.
Is the lead you were following, their headquarters.
Oh, yeah, for the app.
You do, once you get into the spaceport, you do have access to local infosphere. So if you wanted to do some research that way, you could do about specifically Cuvacara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do some Googling.
Yeah.
Diplomacy check.
Let's
Never
deploy.
mind.
Sorry, culture check. Culture check.
Thank God.
The opposite you can do is a diplomacy check.
Oh, together
I would ask
until...
around.
Yeah.
Whoops. Put it on. This is what happens.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
25.
You did the same thing.
It was still okay. Whatever. I switched it. Ta-da! I rolled really good.
Okay, so things you would know about the capital city of Weimal, one of the large members of the Ring of Nations. It is located on Verces Terminator Belt, which just means that it exists in a state of perpetual twilight. The sun never sets, never rises. It's always in the exact same spot on the horizon. Due to its close proximity to Fulbright, which is another area, the constant light conditions within Cuvacara closely resemble an off-world sunset. Many foreign visitors find comfort in the brighter lights here, as opposed to the darker environs of the city's eastern neighbors. The constant golden quality that seems to just permeate through all of Cuvacara's landscape has inspired the first non-Versite inhabitants to christen the city the Dusk Jewel, a nickname eagerly embraced by many of the locals. It is broken up into a section of facets which are the areas of the city. They are broken up into various different... well, yes, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, yes, yeah, terribly named. They are definitely different socioeconomically. Construction, everything about those areas are vastly different from one to the next. You would also know from your research about some very specific places, one of which is the Assembly of Nations, which is like the seat of power in Cuvacara. This is where most of the meetings for their government, central government, meet to make policy. You know just by some basic searching where Eclipse Innovations headquarters is located. You know about the lake and the river, Rudawan, which is the sort of beautiful lake and river that kind of sort of surround this city. Rulan, yes, Rulan. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is Cuvacara the name of the city or the name of the nation?
Cuvacara is the name of the city.
Okay. You said that something about a capital.
It is the capital of a specific area of Verces called Vimal.
Gotcha. Okay. That's where I got lost. Thank you.
Vimal is like one of the seats of the Ring of Nations. There are many, many places to shop here, many, many places to stay. From where you're currently at, it is quite the trek to get across the city, so you may need to either find a place to stay or just, I mean, if you wanted to, you could try to get straight there. That's fine as well. But it is quite the distance to navigate.
I mean, I guess we can just find a place to stay. Like, go partway in, find a place to stay, and then go the rest of the way. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
I guess
Find like a Holiday Inn Express or something.
Yeah,
you arrived in the morning. You arrived in the morning.
Okay, I mean, we could just...
You could potentially get to Eclipse Innovations if you wanted. You'd just be getting there very late. Because it's going to take you a while to get all the way across the city.
Okay,
they have,
we can go
they have various methods of transportation too. They have like bullet trains, they have robo taxis and vehicles you can rent yourself, but it just takes like several hours to travel to each facet of the city, and you're kind of in the opposite corner.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I mean, I'm good going part way and finding like a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah. Does the city run on like a day-night schedule?
That's a good question.
Perpetual twilight.
It does run on a day-night schedule. Hold on, let me see what they call it here.
I was hoping these gray lines are going to be like people movers.
Yeah, that was kind of my vibe as well. I think it's just silly string though.
You're just going to get in like a...
No, I think those
canister.
Those are all the train
those are the
lines,
bullet
right?
trains.
Yeah.
Bullet
So
train
they
lines.
are.
That's less
basically.
cool.
I'm guessing the brighter ones are where they separate the facets, and the darker ones are just lines.
Probably.
Oh.
It doesn't give me clarification on that specifically, but probably.
Sure.
They do have a standard, like, time frame in which work happens, and like, day night basically, even though the sun never sets.
Sure. Okay.
So hotel, is that what you guys decided on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Just some quick searching pops you up with a couple different options. There is, first and foremost, the Sky Jade, which is a luxury hotel in the city's northwest facet, accommodating high rollers and spacious suites that include up to 4 beds, a full kitchen, bathroom, laundry, and maid service. Drinks from the rooftop hotel bar are complimentary for guests, and the rooms cost 10 credits per night. The economy is just wild in Starfinder.
10 credits a night?
Yes.
Wow.
Insane.
For a luxury hotel. You want this suit of armor? 12,000 credits.
Oh, you want to sell that suit of armor? Best I can do is 10.
Dusky Arms. You find a mid-level hotel located in the city's south facet, offering suites that each contain 1 or 2 beds, as well as kitchenette and a bathroom. Laundry and dining facilities located on each floor. Free continental breakfast available each morning in the ground level of the hotel, alongside a bar that serves steeply overpriced drinks. Staying here costs 5 credits per night. And last but not least,
How much is a drink?
well, you'd have to go to find
200
out.
credits.
Uh,
A normal amount.
Last but not least is the Slumber Warehouse. Located in the southeast facet, this drab building features hundreds of sleep pods that branch from central hallways. Communal restrooms are located near each block of 10 pods. A small number of efficiency apartments are available on the top floors. Renting a sleep pod costs 1 credit per night, and renting an efficiency costs 3 credits per night.
Most of these are enough out of the way. It's like the same as going straight there and finding a hotel later.
Yeah, basically.
Dusky Arms is closest, right?
Yeah, technically.
And it had free breakfast.
It did. They
does
did.
have-
They might have biscuits and gravy, so.
Yeah. I mean, Dusky Arms is also pretty close to Eclipse Innovations.
Yeah, it's not terribly far.
Okay.
Let's do that.
It takes you about half the day to get to the Dusky Arms.
Slow train.
Yes.
Their
Well, it's a
bullet
big
trains are
city.
extremely.
It's a big
3
city.
miles across is like an inch and a half right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
What,
I don't know,
what you
man.
gotta understand is when they say bullet
The city's
train,
like 30 miles across or something.
We
It
could
takes
walk
us
that
half
far
a
in
day
half
to
a
get
day.
halfway
the bullet
across the
train
freaking
stops.
train.
It stops every like 250 yards.
Oh my gosh.
And bullet trains between
Waits for
those
5
stops.
minutes for everyone to get on.
It goes very fast for those 250
Stand
yards.
clear of closing doors, please.
what you gotta
Just
understand is
standing in the way.
it's the sci-fi future, so bullets are comparatively really slow.
I see.
True.
So
These
then we
aren't
should
laser
find a laser
trains.
train.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we need.
Does it have like the mayor of the city talking to us while we're on the train?
Yeah, yes, it definitely does.
Commuting in the city is a nightmare.
Yes,
True that.
It's awful.
Who
The
would
traffic
ever
is
live here?
awful here, guys. You make it to the Dusky Arms. You rent a couple of hotel rooms that will cost you all 5 credits for at least the first night. And assuming you're going to bed down, or are you heading straight to Eclipse Innovations? It's like midday. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I mean,
You can
how
get
long is
there
it gonna?
just-
How long is it gonna take to get there?
Like the same amount of time.
like a
as
week
this.
or-
Another half a day.
Yeah, we
Another
gotta make
full
it back
half a
before
day.
midnight if we leave now.
We'll Luna will canvass the streets. This is a bad idea, but Luna will canvass the streets and the what's the scuttlebutt on the penumbra? People excited about it.
Yes. Make me a culture check, or sorry, diplomacy check.
So,
This one is a
sometimes
diplomacy check.
sometimes she'll just walk up to people and be like, "Hey, you."
Just like from behind them, right next to
Yeah.
their ear.
Yeah. Hey, that's actually not bad.
Dang, nice.
That is such a huge number.
Staggering.
Crazy.
Oh, you roll with advantage.
No, that's disadvantage.
Oh my god.
It's disadvantage plus expertise. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It takes me twice as long, if that means anything to you.
Okay. You
No.
maybe like try to talk to multiple people, and they're so just disturbed by your outward appearance that they can't start a conversation. You finally
Well, when I
across
look at them, they're just filled with like, I could have taken that job promotion if I just tried a little bit harder. Like, that's like all they're thinking about. So
you
just
finally
depressed.
come across the Verthani, who is walking with a walking stick, blind, can't see you. You're able to have a conversation with him. He, of course, does not use Penumbra, primarily because it's not out yet, but also because he said he wouldn't use it. He's not a big social media user.
He's also blind. Which probably makes it hard to use an app.
Except, like, there's tons of accessibility in the Starfinder universe.
Good for them. You know what?
Yes. Yes.
Their mass transit technology needs a lot of work, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
accessibility is great. Good
But
stuff.
most people you do talk to, aside from him, that you even get like a small sense of the app out of them, is that they are very excited because everything that Eclipse Innovations creates is incredible. It's usually groundbreaking or unique. It's a standalone. It's always incredible whatever they're working on. So they're very excited about Penumbra.
All right.
Can I do some more googling? What are these guys? What have they made before?
Okay, let me look.
Also,
Actually,
any
know that it
information we
says-
can find out about Penumbra on the info.
Yeah,
would be
what's
nice.
what's their private military budget?
Um. It looks like you would find. I mean, they've made several social media apps. They've also worked with a couple resorts to build accessibility apps for their access points for both the rooms and all of the content that they provide on the resort. Almost all of them have been successful. Quick searches on Penumbra just indicates that it is some sort of like next generation social media application that intends to change the way people interact with their data pads and comm units.
Well,
It's been like 8 days. Has there this is kind of unrelated, but has there been any news from the Paradise Resorts where we went?
Oh,
New Elysium?
yeah.
That's a great question.
So you would have probably. I'm gonna save that for our next session. That's what I'm
Fair
gonna because that's good commentary for next session. So we'll say this. You guys are probably bedding down for the night, and you receive a ping on your comm unit from Major DePadre Vasco with a message, an update about New Elysium. And we're gonna leave it there, but I am gonna have you roll your rolls before we leave it.
Okay.
it's not a race, Luna, but I might be about to pull into the lead. So.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I rolled it not blind.
Oh my gosh.
Jake.
I did roll it blind.
No, you did.
No, I can see it.
You rolled it, yeah.
Oh.
I rolled it
You-
private,
not
not
blind,
blind.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's okay, just don't tell us what it is.
I won't.
Easy peasy. Last time when I failed my fort, I must have been on a even. So it was fine?
Yes, you were. Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay. Twick and Luna both do not sleep well.
No. I lost the
He wanted
lead.
it.
I am
He
excited.
wanted it.
It was so close.
Your augmentations are calling to you, Twick.
Oh, man.
And Luna, your I think maybe you have been seeing the fear that you've been infecting people with, thinking about they could have had that promotion or they should have taken that opportunity. And you're starting to think about the opportunities that you have missed out on. And it's affecting you. Would you guys like to spend resolve?
I think I'm still gonna spend resolve, yeah.
I do, but I kind of don't also.
Yeah.
You should just do it. Just do it. Just spend the resolve. Don't go into the lead.
No, you're right. I should just spend it. I spend it. I spend 4.
Okay.
Luna's like vacillating between fighting this thing and just giving in.
Yeah, I know.
We
Not
all
the-
are.
Yeah. The last one I got fucking kicks ass.
Nice.
I'm really pleased with it.
Third one's good, you say, huh?
I am also pleased with it. Very exciting. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it right there. We'll be back. I would assume we're probably not back next week. Back in 2 weeks. Is that a good guess, or is everybody actually around?
What's next week? Oh,
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
I'll be here.
I
should
will
be
also
here.
be here.
Trying to remember. I think I'm here.
We
We're
can do
getting
next
back
week.
on Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, just we'll plan on it. Text me if something comes up. Plan on it for the time being. Okay.
Sweet.
Well, we will see you guys in a week. See what's going on in Cuvacara on Verces. Catch you next time.
Bye.
See ya.